I'm Jeannie. I live in Roseburg, Oregon.
And I'm Otto, the husband of Jeannie.
These are gifts. Once they leave our quilting room and once they leave our home, they are to bless others. The gospel is free. You don't earn it, you don't deserve it, you didn't do anything to get it. It was a free gift, and that's what these are. We give them to our community, veterans, cancer patients.
It's a mission that I can do something for the Lord when I'm physically becoming incapable of doing physical acts anymore, but I can certainly sit there and run a sewing machine now.
Our time belongs to the Lord, and this is how we spent it. 2017 started off with Otto in a hospital bed. He had fallen off of the roof. He was trying to get the leaves off of the roof. It was pretty scary because I knew our lives had now changed forever. I moved all the furniture out of the front room so I could get a hospital bed. And I had my little iPad and I was looking under churches, and there's this little blue icon, LTW. Sure enough, here's Dr. Michael Youssef preaching.
Dr. Youssef was talking about Jesus all the time. This man says, Jesus this, Jesus that. I said, that's my man.
The good news of the resurrection of the Lord Jesus Christ outweighs all the bad news of this world. The good news of the resurrection of Jesus gives me peace whether I live or die.
And we just kept going through all of the messages. One evening, Otto came to me with tears in his eyes, and he said, Jeannie, did you see what Leading the Way is doing for Christians? He said, let's give something to that. Can we give anything to that? We didn't really have anything. We didn't have retirement. And I saw a video. A nice lady said how she was figuring out how to give money to the preaching of the gospel through Leading the Way.
I had been debating, should I color my hair or not? Because that's money I could give to Leading the Way. And the idea began to grow and grow, and I thought, okay, how about if we could use our savings? And then each year, it's a matter of looking around at what could I sell to give to the ministry?
But I had no family heirlooms. I didn't color my hair. And so I remember specifically, Dr. Youssef said, trust the Lord, step out on faith, and watch what happens when you start to pray that God will bring His will into your life. So I had quilted this big quilt on this quilting machine. There's nothing going on in the shop, and this man saw me take it off the machine, and he said, wow, I really like that. How much is that? I had no idea what to tell him because we don't sell quilts. And just off the top of my head, I said, it's yours for $600. And he handed me $600, and right away we sent off to Leading the Way. I mean, it was so astonishing to happen that fast. And it's not about the amount of money. I know that. I know the Lord does not need my money. He needs and wants my obedience. And of course, my uncle was still alive. He died towards the end of May. And then there was this realization to sell his house. This was a huge amount of work. For one thing, in one day, it was sold for cash. Remember Dr. Youssef saying, we're supposed to be distribution centers, not banks.
And Jeannie says, off the top goes. I said, yes, ma'am, off the top, give it to the Lord, give it back.
Now, guess what? There's another way to get some more money for Leading the Way. We can sell our house, get smaller, and we'll have another percentage to go to Leading the Way. And Otto and I were terrified. We'd lived in the same place for 20 years. We decided we better do that. The Lord moved us down into a little residential area right in the middle of the block. I'm so amazed. And Leading the Way is around the world all day, every day. I'm so glad that the Lord opened this up for us because we can't be missionaries. We can be the support team. We want as many as possible to accept the Lord Jesus Christ, and I've never heard Bible teaching like we have heard from Dr. Youssef. It has meant everything to us.